To make this pistachio brittle, you need 200 grams of fine white sugar in a very sturdy pot with a thick bottom, 110 milliliters of water, pistachios, I have chopped them here, unsalted, not roasted, and there's 85 grams here. Need a little bit of vanilla, half a teaspoon, tiny bit of baking soda, 1/8 of a teaspoon, a tablespoon of butter or 20 grams, and a little bit of salt as well. We'll do 1/8 in the brittle itself. And if you like more of a sweet and salty vibe, you can put some fleur de sel on the top of it, some salt flakes. So what we do is add our water to the sugar, and we're going to cook this on high until it turns a dark amber color, and then we'll add the rest of our ingredients. If anyone tells you to stir this at all, they are wrong. Don't touch it. Just leave it alone. You can swirl it a bit, but then you do risk getting some crystallization along the edge, and that can just, the brittle will still taste good, but it will ruin the structure a bit. It'll become a bit crystallized. So we're just going to let this boil and reduce down. This can take a while depending on how hot of heat you have it on. I put it on all the way, the highest it can go, but I have an electric stovetop, so it takes longer, I think, for me. And this has been going for about 5 minutes now, and as you can see, the bubbles are getting thicker, so it's thickening up, the water is evaporating, and I'm just starting to see a little bit of color. It's starting to color now, and just make sure you have everything ready to go, because once it hits the amber color that you want, it goes very fast. You have to work really fast, and you're going to pour it onto just a little board with some wax paper. Okay, it's getting there. You can see it's getting colored. It's not there yet. This is not the color we want. We want it darker. I'm going to keep going. Yeah, and I just swirled it a bit just to evenly distribute the heat. Sometimes you'll notice one pocket gets a bit darker first. Okay, we're getting there. And what I find is that when it's ready, it starts smoking a bit. It stings my eyes, and then it's done. So we're almost there. Okay, and there we have it. There's smoke coming. The smoke, it's amber color. So turn off your heat and quickly add your butter. Stir it quickly. Baking soda, salt, quickly stir, stir, stir. Vanilla, if you want, you don't have to, that's optional. Okay, it's foaming. Stir, stir, stir. Okay. Now it becomes smooth. Okay, and quickly add the nuts. I do 1, 2, done. Pour it out. You can try to flatten it, but don't go crazy, because that can cause crystallization as well, I have found. So I'm just going to spread it out a tiny bit so it's not so thick. Just a little. So here's what it looks like. It's very, very hot. And what I like to do is just add some salt flakes, just a little bit on the top, because I like it sweet, but with a little bit of salt. This is totally optional. You already put a little bit of salt in the brittle itself, so it's just a personal preference. I just find it really ups the delicious factor, but it makes it also very addictive, so watch out.